Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary on Saturday, the 1st of November 2025. The year is kind of flashing past. One of the things that people like about my Facebook and my YouTube channel is that I often show you the grub I'm eating. Now, I'm an old bloke, I'm 79, and I don't want to eat too much. I want to eat enough to keep me going, but not enough to make me fatter than I already am. So what I like is food with a lot of taste, decently cooked, as I think, not maybe as you think, but decently cooked and actually good enough to taste, good enough to eat, good enough to keep me going, and nice enough to interest me. I like nice food. And I like cups of brown tea. Okay, and today I'm doing a little experiment. Tell me if you like it. I'm just cooking my little breakfast. And I'm making a change from the usual bacon I cook, which is supermarket bacon, to proper butcher's bacon. And I've discovered that to get the same amount of bacon, I really only need one slice of butcher's bacon as opposed to two slices of supermarket bacon. Interesting, isn't it? And I'm interested in two things here. One is the taste and flavour, which is really nice. And the other one is, do they put water in? Because supermarkets famously put a huge amount of water into their bacon, and that kind of increases, maybe halves again or doubles the amount of weight that you get from supermarket bacon. A lot of it is water. I'll show you that soon, actually. And that's the story with bacon. So I'm going to try a little breakfast. It's bacon, egg, and black pudding with a slice of bread and butter. I'm going to do it, kind of adjust the speed of things so that things happen a bit faster than they do in real life. But by and large, you'll get an impression of how this works. And at the end, I'll tell you how much it cost me, which is pretty damn reasonable. Okay, I'm Chris, and let's get going. I think everybody knows who watches my channel that I like small breakfasts. I used to when I was allowed to eat the biggest possible breakfast I could get, but these days I tend to eat a nice small breakfast because it suits what I need. And I feel good eating it, and I like the tastes of breakfast. So that's what I had. That's the end of that story, really, isn't it? There we go. And I'm doing this in a decent sized frying pan. And I'm doing it on a relatively small kind of heating area as opposed to the big ones, because from my point of view, it's quite a nice idea to take things off really intense heat and cook them a bit slower sometimes, because they taste better and they end up with a better kind of finish. So that's what I'm doing. All I'm going to do is 2 little slices of small diameter, small size black pudding that you can see on the plate. There's an egg behind them. I'm not sure whether to have 1 or 2 slices of really quite nice butcher's bacon that I got from my local friendly butcher. And it's different, very different to supermarket bacon. I have to say I often eat supermarket bacon because it's cheap, and the way I cook it, it really is rather nice. I'll show you that another time. So today what I'm going to have is just 1 slice, one slice of this butcher's bacon. Now this butcher's bacon is not prepared or finished, if you like, in the same way that supermarket bacon is. Supermarket bacon is injected with water to make it heavier. Oh, what a clever idea. But this, I think, has got some water in. Maybe it's part of the process, I don't know, but I will ask the butcher, because it's tasty, it's nice, it's got more kind of body than supermarket bacon, but we'll see what you think. And that can sit there for a moment. It's nice and cold, not coming to any harm. And we've now got our pan nicely heated. Going to turn it down a bit, and we'll just take black pudding and drop it in. I'm sorry about the shadow. I didn't realise I cast as much shadow. What we'll try and do is turn that on, and that should be better. So the over the top of the cooker. That's it. I'm going to just give it a shush around. I want it to go where there's plenty of fat or oil. Bear in mind, again, I don't like my bacon too cooked, but I like it with a few nice brown bits on it. But I like it with a few nice well cooked bits on it. There we go. There. There we go. There we go. I'm doing quite nicely. I think I'm going to whack out another one just to see how it goes. The problem with reasonably cheap cookware like this pan is bowed in the bottom, which means that the oil goes around the side. It's not a big problem. It doesn't really bother me a lot, but the reality is that the oil goes around the side, and there you go. But it doesn't matter too much. So we're talking about 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to just splash the egg in, and we'll be done. I'm going to stick this nicely done from my point of view. Let's stick that on top to stop it cooking too much. And then I'm going to see if I can break the egg without breaking the yolk. Now, quite often, because I think I'm an older person, I do have a somewhat shaky hand when I'm doing my egg. and therefore I break my yolk. It's one of those things. Don't worry me a lot. Although I have to confess, you get a much better and tastier egg yolk if you don't break it. And how's that look? Now the only other thing I want to do, I don't bother these days, being bloody lazy I know, but I don't bother to actually baste the egg, which I would do in days gone past. I just try and flip it over without breaking the yolk. And this gives us what our American cousins, as they say, in the James Bond movie, this gives us an over easy egg. And there you go, an over easy egg should be easy to do, but we'll see what it looks like. I can never resist actually eating a bit of bread before I get to anything else. This is a bit awkward because I'm not used to working from this side with me. So this is, here we go, this is a moment of truth. This is my delicious black pudding. Wow. I'm going to say that very clearly. That bacon is so much better than the supermarket bacon. Sorry about that, folks. It's immensely better. And this is Berry Black Pudding Company pudding. Costs about £1.50 for a tube, as it were. And that's beautiful too. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, because I bloody did. I thought it was excellent. It was really nice, really tasty. The bacon was super. I really liked that a lot. And there was enough. There was enough with those three items. If I want a really big breakfast, I could have a midday breakfast, breakfast for lunch thing. And if I did that, I'd probably have 2 slices of bacon and maybe a slice of fried bread. But I don't know about that yet. I'll have to give it an experiment. The thing is, with stuff like that, I do think it's sustaining. It keeps you going through the day. And I think if you don't have a nice breakfast, then you haven't started your day right. I'm Chris. This is the Old Geezer's Diary. I'll see you soon. Tell me if you like this style of presentation. Tell me if you think it's a load of rubbish, because I don't care anyway. Thanks for watching. Take care.